Okay, so we'll start drawing this flower by drawing a slightly curvy long line across your paper or your sketchbook, and then draw a semi-heart shape upside down on the top of the curvy line. And then start drawing a few curvy lines. The ones on the top are going to go to the sides, right and left. And then at some point, they start pointing down. So this will be your guideline for each of the flower that forms this foxglove flower. There are many ways to draw this flower. I felt that this method I'm using here is more approachable for beginners, but there are other ways that you can draw this flower as well. So you see me now just drawing little circles, and then starting right now is when we start drawing the actual flowers that are already bloomed. So it's a U shape upside down, and it's important actually that you draw them overlapping each other. So don't be afraid to just draw each U shape kind of on top of each other, because basically that is how this flower is. The foxglove flower is made out of a group of little flowers that are shaped like a little cup. So drawing the U shape, it's what helps you to draw that cup. And then draw a circle to connect the two sides of your U letter. And basically that's it for the flowers. Now we go back to the top where we're going to draw tiny little leaf shapes. They can be very round, and it doesn't have to cover the whole heart shape that I had there, but just do it as much as you feel like you need there. And then you can start covering the pencil lines with your fine liner or whatever other pen that you're going to use. Or if you're using markers or colored pencils, that would be the same. So our foxglove flower will start taking shape now. It will become a lot more interesting once we start shading. So the other way to draw, you would just start with like one whole flower, like that one there in the middle, and then continue on with the other ones overlapping each other that kind of sit behind that first one over there. So that is another way to draw this flower. But I felt like drawing the entire flower would be easier for beginners, so you can visualize what you have there, even though some of them, so we're going to erase a lot of the things that are sitting behind. But I feel like for beginners, this is a better approach because you get to visualize what this flower is going to become. So just erase all your pencil lines and you're ready to start your shading. So for the shading, I am shading primarily only on that top of the flower, on the beginning of that U shape there, and then you will also see me shading inside the flower, because you have to imagine that this is kind of a mini little cup upside down. So of course inside this little cup is going to be darker than outside. So the best way to represent in a drawing, well, not the best way, but one way to represent is to draw them darker inside. As you can see, today I'm not using a Pigma Micron pen. I'm using another brand of pen, which is Master Touch Fine Liner. This is a fine liner that is much more affordable. It's widely sold at Hobby Lobby, which is arts and crafts store here in the United States. It's very common here in the west portion of the country. I'm not sure if it's all around the world, but all around the country, and maybe not in other countries either. I just want to show you them. I mean, you don't need to, you see me using consistently always here in my channel Pigma Micron pen. So that is not the only pen or fine liner that is good for drawing. There are many other brands that are good quality and that are very good for this type of ink pen drawing or ink drawing. And this one in particular, it's a little more affordable. So perhaps if you are a beginner and you don't want to invest a lot of money in art supplies that you don't know if you're going to like, then this is an option. What I had to say about this pen only is that to hold it, it's a little bit thicker. So it's a little bit like a chubby pen compared with the Pigma Micron pen, but it's still very good. It's still it's still comfortable to use and works very well, and is also waterproof and archival ink. So it's a good pen to use as well. So you see me now using the 05. So I have 3 of those. I have the 005, the 05, and a brush pen. It's very thick. So to create those leaf kind of shapes there on those little round flowers, just using a darker, larger nib. So I'm not being sponsored by this pen. I buy all my products, all my art supplies with my own money. But I want to share with you, whatever I share here in my channel are art supplies that I really think are good. Some of them more expensive than others, some of them very, very affordable. I feel like it's important that we have options, that we don't get stuck to only one type of art supply, because there are many other options out there and it's good to explore. So if you want to explore, if you're buying art supplies, in particular ink pens, and you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is a good quality one. So now I'm just doing some details here on our Foxglove flower, and this is kind of the shape of little leaves that are there in the bottom of the at the beginning of the flower, each one of them, the beginning of that little cup U shape. This was a very enjoyable drawing. It was very simple to draw, I felt like, and very satisfying. It's very relaxing to create all these shading areas of this flower. And if you were to draw this flower, say maybe with colored pencils, you could follow the same guidance there. You can just the darker, say if you color this in pink, you would use a very dark tone of pink on those areas that are dark, and then a very light pink in other areas that are lighter. And you could even leave a few areas in completely blank to represent highlights. So as you can see, I also created a double line on the top of that, the closing of the U shape. I first thought I would do it only one, or I would do it only a few of the flowers, but then I decided it looked much better having all of them. And then just create your little stain dots there. That is very unique of this flower. And that was a very fun and easy process as well. I hope you are enjoying this video. If this video helps you in any way, please hit the like button and let me know in the comments if this is a flower that you would like to try drawing and if you're going to draw that. If you have been watching some of my drawing videos, usually at the end of the video, I show you a mock-up art of the drawing, just so you have an idea how that would look if you were to print this in a very large canvas and hang it in your house. I hope to see you again in the next video. In the meantime, keep creating, keep having fun, and enjoying your process. See you again soon. Bye-bye.